Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. Run an unsafe work environment. Then refuse to pay for the last week I worked. How about double that instead? I worked at a cafe for about 5 months. In this time, I saw blatant disregard for basic food and workplace safety. Regardless of how many times I brought it up, I was always told that I didn't know what I was talking about, because leaving dairy and egg products out in a 30°C kitchen for 4+ hours is complete safe to keep and reuse, right? There were a bunch of workplace health and safety violations that were, and I quote, too expensive to fix. Things that could severely injure or kill someone, but being in a financial sticky spot, I stayed. It all came to a head when they left equipment in such a state of repair that one of them caught fire. I spent the next 2 days reporting them to every agency responsible for food and workplace safety enforcement. In the midst of this, I quit without notice due to concerns for my safety. The day I quit was also the day the pay was supposed to be processed, but given their attitude towards paying staff on time, they didn't process mine until after I sent them notice I quit. A week goes by without pay going into my account, and I confronted them. They stated that they're allowed to withhold my pay because of lack of notice, which, yeah, they can. They then made a mistake. They told me to call the Fair Work Ombudsman to clarify. You bet your ass I did. I also found out they have to pay out my annual leave regardless of how the employment is terminated, which amounts to double what I initially was asking about. No U-turns allowed. So 11 years ago, a trucking company had a 6-week program to learn to drive a semi-truck. During the classroom portion, the instructor told us, absolutely positively never ever make a U-turn. I raised my hand to ask a question that started out as, but what if? I was quickly interrupted by the instructor with, no matter what, never make a U-turn, you will get fired if you do. So a few years go by and I come to a newly built truck stop in Michigan that was set up to where when you leave, all trucks must take a right out of the parking lot and make a U-turn to get back to the interstate. The truck stop ingeniously engineered this U-turns with the local county, and it was 100% safe for trucks, and you couldn't continue straight and look for a place to make a safe turn round cause it was a truck restricted route. So I call my dispatch, and they transferred me to safety, compliance. I tell them what's going on and how I'm forced to make a U-turn, and we discuss it more, and they laugh and say, it's okay driver, just go ahead and make the turn. I politely tell them that in my CDL training we were told we would get fired, and there was a zero tolerance. Long story short, they call a towing company to my location. Okay, so the tow truck does not hook to my truck, but the tow truck driver did get in my truck and completed the U-turn for me, and it cost my company $175 for the tow company's time. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Last fall, I got a contract for some easy networking configuration, setting up IPs and VLANs, virtually segregated networks, for different departments to compartmentalize access and resources. Essentially, if you're part of accounting, you only get access to accounting resources. Before this, the client company just had a big mess, with all kinds of network issues. Now, to make this job easier, I had a machine I used for jobs like this that had access to all the VLANs I was setting up so I could test everything from one location, and because of that access, I make damn sure that my machine is locked down as much as I can get it. Well, a big wig liked the idea of having central access to everything and wanted the same for his personal laptop, so he could keep tabs of what's going on with each department. I explained the dangers of doing so, and that any device shouldn't have access to all the VLANs without 1, being an official company device, and 2, having all the necessary security and hardening to keep the device safe. He insisted and even threatened to withhold payment, so I had him send me an email with the request, and acknowledging I informed him of potential issues. Access is authorized and I set him up. Not even 2 months later, his laptop gets hit with a cryptolocker that was able to pivot off his laptop to the VLANs and do some damage. They had just signed on with a managed service provider, outsourced it, and were in the MSP onboarding process, so backups weren't exactly the greatest. Ended up costing the company something like $250,000 total in lost production, revenue, and repair costs. I was asked a bunch of questions about everything and forwarded them the emails about his access and my concerns. Last I heard, the owners ripped him a new one but didn't fire him. They also gave the MSP the authorization to nix anything like that in the future.